Ladies and gentlemen, to celebrate our great country, please welcome three-time Grammy Award winner, three-time CMA winner, including Entertainer of the Year, member of Grand Ole Opry and Country Music Hall of Fame, and honored in 2017 with the Lifetime Achievement Award. Please welcome Mr. Charlie Pride.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And walk. Not you.
A silhouette, an image of a person drawn as a solid shape and single color. Add light, dimensions start to emerge. No longer flat and featureless, a multifaceted figure comes into view. She's fierce and fearless. She's determined and driven, and she creates her own reality. She's compassionate and confident, respected and responsible, and she has grit and grace. She's all of these and more. A strong woman has an amazing story, a true Texas lady.
Live from the Eisman Center of Performing Arts in Richardson, Texas, the 2018 Miss Texas competition. Tonight, you'll see Miss Texas 2017 and finalist at the Miss America competition, Margana Wood. Miss Texas 1985, Jonna Fitzgerald Boersma. Miss Texas 1983, Dana Rogers. And Miss Texas 1982, Gloria Gilbert. The Sweet Little Ones, the Lone Star Princesses, and the stunning contestants who all want to be Miss Texas 2018. Miss Texas 2018.
You stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray, like a zombie in a maze. You're asleep inside, but you can shake awake, 'cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option. But But you can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest day. Sun is up and the colors blinding. Take the world and redefine it. Leave behind your narrow mind. You'll never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your light. Let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky. And it's open wide. You're electrified. The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive.
No more living in no shadows. You and me, we know how that goes. 'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never, never be the same. You'll be the light is shining. Light up to keep on shining. You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your light. Let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky. And it's open wide. You're electrified.
Miss Texas 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Texas 1982, Gloria Gilbert.
Hello, Texas! Oh! This is it. This is the first preliminary of the 2018 Miss Texas competition. 52 young women are here this week, each attempting to prove to our selection committee that she has what it takes to be the lone star of the competition. There's a lot that's going to happen tonight, so let's get started and meet the 2018 Miss Texas candidates.
Yesenia Yvette Guerrero, Bernie. Ashley Stafford, Allen. Alex Andrews, Travis County.
Jazia Shorts, Houston.
Megan Alexandra Gibson, Garland. Harrington Sneed, South Dallas.
Cassidy Brown, Frisco.
Sally Burgos, Piney Woods.
Catherine Hicks, Northeast Texas. Morgan Laurent, Coppell.
Andrea Chacon, El Paso. Carly Zarang, DFW.
Madison Fuller, Dallas. Holly Geisel, Sulphur Springs. Emily Duran, Tarrant County.
Emma Kate Pugh, Southlake. Cities.
Ashley Sneed, San Antonio.
Brandy Mills, Harris County.
Caitlin Mark, Arlington. Rachel Johnson, Twin Rivers. Erica Coons, Fort Worth. Peyton Daniel, Freestone County.
Aloria Prince, Southeast Texas. Jewel LeBlanc, Grand Prairie.
Carrie Herring, Central Texas. Lindsay Sharpless, Pearland.
Kendall Nelms, Hunt County.
Marissa Joel, McKinney.
Jasmine Bruce, Texarkana. Ashley Gilchrist, Plano.
Kimberly Ferguson, Prestonwood Polo Club.
Ashley Muncie, Border Cities. Refugia Pilla, Austin.
Asia Moore, DeSoto. Allie Beaudry, College Station.
Misa Garcia, Sugarland.
Mallory Fuller, North Texas. Elise Jones, Bluebonnet.
Jessica Zeller, Red River. Chandler Foreman, Richardson.
No matter the occasion, Dillard's is my one-stop destination for fashion. With brands like Sugar Lips, Skies Are Blue, Lycée, Lauren James, STS Blue, Me Darlin', I could shop all day.
Oh, and don't forget about beauty. Christian Dior keeps me feeling like a queen day in and day out. Dillard's shoes, though.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? Vince Camuto shoes have kept my feet happy all week, and I love Keds by Kate Spade, Gianni Vinny, Sam Edelman, Steve Madden, Birkenstock, Jessica Simpson, Michael Kors.
This could take a while. Thanks to Dillard's, the presenting fashion sponsor of the Miss Texas organization, we are always dressed to impress.
That's right, Dillard's, the style of our lives.
The Miss Texas organization is so grateful to Dillard's and our contact person, Melissa Adair, for their generous sponsorship of our candidates' wardrobe. Thank you, Dillard's, for being a special part of the Miss Texas organization. Last year, a young woman arrived in Richardson wearing a banner of Miss Travis County. By the end of the week, she had traded up for the title of Miss Texas, a passionate believer that you belong. She has promoted her social impact on the importance of respect and inclusion. Preliminary winner and fourth runner-up at Miss America, Miss Texas 2017, Morgana Woods.
I am the champion. You don't know my name. You can't hurt me now. your bets on me. Hey, I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable.
Here are the 7 successful women and men who have been chosen to select the new Miss Texas. A 35-year volunteer with the Miss America program, this woman started at the local level and is currently the executive director of the Miss Minnesota Scholarship Organization. She's a devoted fan of both the Minnesota Twins and Vikings and is proud of all the members of her family who have served in our country's military. Kathy Shellum. A trained pianist, this woman currently owns and operates a personal training studio with her husband, Mike. She's a marathon runner, speaker, author, and proud and devoted mother to her kids, Coulter, 13, and 9-year-old Emma Claire. Miss Nebraska 1995, Myra Catherine Hale. Formerly an aide and advisor at all levels of the government, including as a member of President Obama's travel and advanced staff. This gentleman has served on debate and interview prep teams for many political candidates. Vice President of Public Affairs for the Maryland Broadband Cooperative, Tyler C. Patton. This motivational speaker is also a published author of 2 professional development books. He has developed a leadership program called Reaching Beyond the Boundaries, and now, as a retired banking veteran, keeps busy as a consultant and banking coach. An expert on core leadership characteristics, he's inspired thousands of individuals around the globe. Brian Townley. In the highly competitive industry of professional modeling, this lady has over a decade of success walking the runway of high-end fashion shows in Milan, Paris, and London. After studying fashion at the University of Houston, she followed her dream and began model prep, giving teenage girls expert instruction on beauty, style, etiquette, and modeling. Her passion is fashion. Amber Griffin. This Texas native spent much of his highly successful and varied career on the West Coast as a writer, producer, and on-camera host for a variety of television networks. He has also worked as a public relations executive and is co-founder, editorial director, and publisher of Brilliant, the luxury lifestyle magazine for Texas. Lance Avery Morgan. She had a successful career in sales and marketing, but is most passionate about her years of philanthropic work. She serves on the board of Ronald McDonald House Charities of Arkansas, and over the years has chaired many charity events, including the Miss Arkansas Golf Classic. She and her husband, Charles, residents of Little Rock, have 3 children and 7 grandchildren. Susie Morgan. You can read more about the selection committee in the Miss Texas program book. And serving as our selection committee lead is Tara Watson Watkins, Miss Texas 2000. And the Miss Texas auditors are Tom Burton and Michael Hanna. We're ready to begin the first competition of the evening, where the women of the Sigma Group will be responding to questions on their individual social impact initiatives. And helping us out, Miss Texas 1983, Dana Rogers.
Thank you. Let's get started with Jewel LeBlanc, Grand Prairie. Camp Hope is an opportunity for children to connect and bond with their parents who are incarcerated. How do you respond to naysayers of your program that state these people have lost their rights to such opportunities?
Fortunately enough, I have not experienced personally naysayers because everyone that's heard about it or involved is absolutely 100% backing it. But if that opportunity ever does happen, I would absolutely lay out the fact that these are still people. Just because they've done one thing wrong in their life doesn't deprive them of being a parent and being active in their child's life.
Carrie Herring, Central Texas. Continuing the End It movement focuses on human trafficking, which you describe as the slavery of the 21st century. What efforts are being made to train law enforcement to identify human traffickers?
That's an awesome question. Every day we're finding out that where it's prevalent in big cities like Houston or even Beaumont, the town that I live in, there is a special unit that looks for suspicious activity or even youth and women who are involved who seem like it's just too fishy for women to be selling each other or in prostitution. So they're looking for signs like that, or women who look like they're in charge of prostitution. They're questioning them instead of charging women for their criminal acts.
Lindsay Sharpless, Pearland. Healthy Love is the title of your social impact statement, which promotes positive relationships. Recently, 2 female domestic violence experts resigned from the NFL Players Association, stating their suggestions continued to be ignored and there had been no sufficient charges, and there had been no changes. Do you think NFL players are protected and their accusers are hushed as it relates to domestic violence?
I do believe that they're hushed, and I believe that we should bring that to the public eye. I believe that we need to be able to bring this forth and put in programs to teach them that it's not okay to hurt your partners. It's not okay to hurt anybody. And in all honesty, we should love each other. Thank you.
Kendall Nelms, Hunt County. Your social impact shines a light on families who have a child who is battling a chronic illness. With the increased cost of healthcare, how do we increase access for chronic health issues across various socioeconomic groups? Your social impact shines a light on families who have a child who is battling a chronic illness. With the increased cost of healthcare, how do we increase access for chronic healthcare issues across various socioeconomic groups?
Well, for me personally, we experience this as a family. Both my brother and I have chronic illnesses. We both have dysautonomia, and we face a lot of struggle trying to find a hospital and trying to pay our medical bills. And so it took our community coming together. We raised money, and I think as a society as a whole, we really need to start supporting people who have chronic illnesses, and we really need to work towards supporting people with illnesses. Thank you.
Arissa Joel, McKinney. Life after death sympathizes with those who have lost a loved one. How do people shift traumatic losses into opportunities to develop resilience and cultivate joy?
I'm doing that right now. I am a product of a loss. I lost my father at 12 years old to a drunk driver, and I am here today following my dreams and being the woman that I am today, and I hope that he is so proud of me. I know that I'm standing here today following everything that I'm doing, working hard, and being on the stage is one of those things.
Jasmine Bruce, Texarkana. Stroke prevention and awareness is something all Americans need to consider. The American Stroke Association states that 80% of strokes may be preventable with proper diet and exercise. How do you help promote stroke awareness, and to what age do you feel your message has the greatest impact?
Well, I practice by practicing what I preach, by living a healthy lifestyle and showing people that, like the statistic says, 80% of strokes are preventable with a healthy lifestyle, as well as other contributions. So I believe that we can teach this to younger generations with starting with a healthy lifestyle, because that's where it starts, with preventing strokes. Thank you for that question.
Ashley Gilchrist, Plano. Your social impact focuses on everyday heroes. What is an unmentioned superpower of the human spirit that is underappreciated?
So while we all may like to be like Superman and be able to fly, I think that we all have everyday hero quality that we need. We can listen to those around us, we can sympathize and understand with them, and then we can lift them up to what they're meant to be. And that is all you need to be an everyday hero. There's no cape required.
Kimberly Ferguson, Prestonwood Polo Club. With your acknowledgement that print materials are becoming obsolete and attention span of people is lessening, how do we keep personal artifacts such as cards, yearbooks, journals, and photo albums alive?
I'm a yearbook sales rep with Balfour, North Texas, so yearbooks are very personal to me. And although we're seeing younger generations turn to digital media more than print, I help students create their yearbook through online software, but their eyes light up the minute they get that print-bound book in their hands. And I know I still flip through my high school yearbook even though I'm an avid Pinterest and Instagram user. So I don't think that the value of a yearbook will ever depreciate. Thank you.
Ashley Muncie, Border Cities. With the recent loss of Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, who were two high-profile individuals with unlimited resources, what signs should we be looking or listening for to make us aware that help is needed with this current epidemic?
I feel like no matter what status people are at, they're still going through things. And although you may think that they have everything they can possibly desire, they could still go through hardships and hard times. So we need to be able to help people who are still up here, that we're looking at them up here, and be able to understand what they're going through. Thank you.
Prathusha Pilla, Austin. Access to mental health services in the United States comes at a premium cost. Your social impact, Here for You, acknowledges the seriousness of depression and self-harm. If you had one piece of advice for anyone suffering from such challenges, what would it be?
You are not your illness. My illness does not define me. I sought help and I stand before you after trying to take my life as a medical student. I'm going to be saving others people's lives despite not valuing my own at some point. You matter, you're not alone, and you are worthwhile. Thank you.
Asia Moore, DeSoto. Life's Journey Foundation promotes the adoption of children in the foster care system. What are your thoughts on both celebrities and capable Americans who go outside the United States to other countries to adopt children, while there are so many children who need placement here in the U.S.?
I feel that celebrities adopting outside of the U.S., I feel that that is such a great thing to do. Because our foundation isn't just for the U.S. We want to expand it all over the world. It was never meant to just be here. Because we want to help all kinds of people. The foster care system isn't something that it just needs help in the U.S. It needs help everywhere. So I definitely applaud them for that.
Ali Beaupre, College Station. What the Health is a popular documentary that explores the links between the consumption of animal products and those with possible disease. It has come under fire by health professionals for its sensational claims that one serving of processed meat a day increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 51%. What is your definition of a healthy diet, and how do you share your healthy expectations with your peers?
Being a fitness consultant, I get this question every single day. You know, my clients are, hey, so what do you eat? What are you doing that's, considered your healthy diet? And everyone's body is so different. So what I eat is not necessarily what someone else needs to eat. You need to sit down and talk to someone, get help, a dietitian, and at the end of the day, it's not gonna be every single person is eating the same thing, because you're your own person, and that's what makes you, you.
Nisa Garcia, Sugarland. As the arts seem to continue to be cut in the educational setting, fewer students seem to be introduced to the power of music. What, if anything, needs to be done to improve accessibility to the arts in our public school systems?
I believe it starts with expanding the programs that we already have. I am the product of a music program that I started in 6th grade. If it wasn't for this music program, I wouldn't be able to attend the University of Houston tuition free. And extending those opportunities to students starting at an earlier age would increase these opportunities, give them an outlet to express themselves and live their lives and find their passion and live their dreams just like I'm doing now.
Mallory Fuller, North Texas. Your social impact, Flat Out of Time, promotes the education of suicide awareness and prevention training. You shared that the Jason Flatt Act has been implemented in 19 states across the country, with Texas being one of the states that has adopted this legislation. What would be your strategy to ensure other states follow suit?
We currently have approximately 4 million teachers employed in the United States. And if we could get the Jason Flatt Act passed in every state, that would be 4 million trained advocates for teens who are struggling with suicidal thoughts. It will be my goal as Miss Texas and as Miss America to go into these states and to lobby for the Jason Flatt Act and to get it passed so that no student has to suffer suicide.
Elise Jones, Bluebonnet. Sound Mind, Sound Body is the title of your social impact, which promotes physical and mental health. What activities can people with limited resources do to achieve a sound mind and body?
So a couple of things: you can eat healthy. That's something that I love to do and I encourage everyone to do. And for the sound mind part, I encourage people to focus on what they can control. Life is all about your reaction, and so that's something they can do on their own too.
Jessica Zeller, Red River. Be Bold is your social impact, which stresses branching out of your comfort zone and living your dreams. Other than your participation in the Miss America organization, how have you gone outside your comfort zone to inspire others to be bold and to live their dreams?
I have found that the best way to implement my platform is living my message and encouraging others to follow their dreams because of what has happened to me. In 2013, I had a New Year's resolution of taking risks and putting myself out there, and I have found that pursuing my dreams has been so much easier with the confidence that I've gained through competing in the Miss America organization.
Chandler Foreman, Richardson. The benefits of arts education are stated clearly in your social impact beyond the notes. How has the arts specifically shaped you, and what path do you think you may have taken without them?
Well, first of all, I would like to give credit to my first music teacher, Miss Elfrida Brown, because she was the one who introduced me to the violin. And music is not, my platform is, my social impact, is not just about music education, but it's the simple fact that I've learned life skills that I can use, like I said, for the rest of my life. I've learned how to communicate effectively. I've learned the importance of understanding someone who may not look like me, or I may not be on their same skill level. And I've also learned to tap into my creativity. I don't know where I'd be without music, but I am sure happy that I took that position and I'm now a successful musician.
And that's it for the On Stage Questions with Sigma Group.